Hi there, and thanks for tuning in to this week's edition of your Wheel and Anchor weekly newsletter. I'm here in a lemon grove in the middle of Sorrento in the Amalfi region of southern Italy, halfway through our Live Away program here on the Amalfi Coast. We've had, as usual, a lot of fun so far. We've done everything from hiking along the so-called Path of the Gods, which is one of the most famous hiking trails in the region with spectacular views looking over the Amalfi Coast. We've driven it by road down that famous, super curvy, windy roadway that hugs the coastline, the cliffs, overlooking the beautiful villages of Positano, Amalfi, and on up to Ravello. And we've also had the opportunity to learn how to make Neapolitan-style pizza at one of the homes of pizza in Naples the other day. And this morning we actually tasted about 30 different olive oils that are produced here, right here in and around Sorrento. And this afternoon we'll be back to taste limoncello, one of the beverages that the whole region is synonymous with. So a lot of fun here in Sorrento. This week we're releasing our Morocco program for spring of next year. And so I know a number of our members were interested in, and in fact, booked up very quickly our Morocco programs that are happening this fall. And so for those of you that were interested in Morocco, and maybe you actually hadn't considered Morocco, and we were contemplating this the other day about how certain destinations are a little bit off the beaten track, and what gives them a certain allure, a certain appeal. If you think about traveling to Egypt, you kind of know what you're going to expect. You go to Egypt to see the Great Pyramids, to see the brand new Museum of Egyptian history, with, of course, Tutankhamun and all of the other exhibits about the famous Egyptian pharaohs and gods and so on. So you have a pretty good idea of what to expect. When it comes to Morocco, you don't necessarily have anything in particular that comes to mind. I mean, you'll expect to see certain things. Maybe you have an idea of the Sahara Desert, for example, or maybe you've heard about the souks in the city of Marrakesh, but you probably don't know much about it. And that's, I think, what is partly what makes that program, or has made it so appealing to our members, is that we don't kind of know what to expect. And as we develop more and more of our programs for 2024 and into 2025, we're looking at, those kind of places that they strike a chord in terms of, it's on your bucket list, if you will. And I don't even, as you know, I'm not even such a big lover of that term, but there is something about travel to places that are a bit exotic and where there's a bit of mystery to it. You don't quite know what to expect. And so I think that's what has made Morocco such a popular destination for us. So we're going to be, as I say, going there in spring. You'll find the new program itinerary attached in the newsletter below, and we'll undoubtedly be going back as well in the fall of next year for those of you that are plan a little bit further ahead. On that note, talking about programs this fall, there's not a lot left in our inventory. As I say, the popularity of so many of our programs has made them sell out very, very quickly. But if you're still making plans for this fall, and I know we have a lot of last-minute planners out there as well, there are, I think, a couple of cabins left for our Croatia program in October. There are a few cabins left on our Mekong cruise, our special charter down the Mekong River through Cambodia, Vietnam, in November of next year. One only cabin left on our French Polynesia, our Tahiti sailing, which has been very popular as well. So if you've thought about getting away to the French Polynesian islands in November, you might want to give us a call and grab that one last cabin for that. And that's about it. Otherwise, we have a couple of rooms left on our Caucasus program, Georgia and Armenia. I mentioned that in last week's newsletter, in case you missed it. You might want to check that out if you're, again, looking for a destination that you probably don't know much about, but something sort of attracts you to it, much like Morocco and other ones that we're going to be visiting. So have a look at all those. And I send greetings from our members here in Sorrento, Italy. One more week to go, and then we'll be heading up to Tuscany. And I look forward to catching up from you from there next week.